Hey guys, back again for one of two of the final fights for Section 15. This is fight number 21. I hope you guys like this fight because this is a fight for me. It's a fight of two characters that making their debuts in my fantasy fights. And we have Mr. Lucian Gates, aka The Ray, from DC Comics, versus Vector, leader of the UFOs, from Marvel Comics. So we have The Ray versus Vector going at it. This should be very interesting indeed. So let me talk a little bit about The Ray. Okay, this is The Ray from the New 52 now. He is the fourth person to use the name. Lucian is a Korean American. He was just your average lifeguard, ladies' man. He was hit by a energy beam, basically, where this government agency, we never really known what the agency was. They were testing a particle solar cannon. It malfunctioned, it shot a ray, it bounced off of all kinds of places from Arizona all the way to San Francisco, pretty much. And on the way, it was hitting all these other animals and mutating them, and it finally hit Lucian, and he became pretty much a light-powered being. Basically afterwards, he would find out what he can do with his powers. For example, he can travel at light speeds very fast, light speed very quickly. He can't really wear clothing, regular clothing, because they'll just burn right off of him instantly. So, but he's learned how to alter the way he reflects light. So the way he reflects it will have people looking at through the naked eyes like he's wearing clothing, but he's pretty much naked. Or he can alter his appearance and like disguise himself in a sense, as well as, basically keeping his secret identity a sense. But other than that, the miniseries that showcased him was pretty dang good, in my opinion. And other than traveling really fast and altering the way he reflects light, he can shoot beams of concentrated energy out of his hands. He can, form like constructs of solid light energy. And the more light that he's exposed to, the more powerful he becomes. So he was actually a really cool character. I wish they had showcased him more, definitely. So moving on to his combatant in this, we move on to Vector. Vector, guys, for all who don't know, is the leader of the UFOs. Pretty much the Hulk's enemies, Fantastic Four, people like that. Vector was a very wealthy man. His real name is Simon Urich. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And he wanted more power. So he pretty much conducted an experiment similar to how the Fantastic Four got their powers, along with some of his friends. They gained the powers, and of course, power corrupts. And him and the rest of his four friends became the UFOs. Vector he has the power of telepathically blocking and repelling energy and matter, pretty much. And he can direct it away from him and things like that. He can use his powers in various other ways, like I said, repelling or making them fly at you. He can literally turn air in deadly into bullets, like missiles and things like that, projectiles. He can shoot like concussion shots as well of energy. But somebody who is more powerful can break through his barriers and stuff. Somebody like the Hulk or somebody like that. Doctor Strange can do it. I've seen Doctor Strange do it. Someone of a more immense power can break through like his telepathic shield and not just repel it and things like that. So there is a weakness to Vector, but he is a very powerful and underrated villain in my opinion. But I do like the UFOs very much. Alright, so move on to the battle. Alright, so we got young Lucian Gates, who really, it was really still coming into fruition of his powers, especially he was only in like a mini-series. And we have Vector, who's been around since, Jesus Christ, since I think the Incredible Hulk, number 254, I believe. I could be wrong on that one. I'm trying to remember when the UFOs first appeared, but this would be a very interesting battle. But like I said, if you heard me talk about Lucian's abilities, you know that he can travel like the speed of light, fly really fast. You know, Vector might not be able to see that coming, so he can't be able to telepathically block it and things like that. And the more light that Lucian absorbs, the more powerful he gets. And I just talked about that. But Vector will definitely use his dirty tactics to try to win over the young hero, to beat the young hero. But for me, guys, as much as Vector may have the experience, I may go with Lucian on this, the Ray. But you guys tell me, the Ray or Vector? And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. Once again, like I said, this was the first time I'm once again using these characters. I did like Lucian Gate, this Ray. I hope DC doesn't just forget about him and throw him away, or we get to see him again. And it's always good to see Vector or the UFOs whenever they put them in. The last time I saw Vector, he was fighting Venom, actually. But this was a good fight for me. I really enjoyed it. And one more fight to go for the official lineup, and then, well, you know what happens after that. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will be back in a few with the next and final fight for the official final fight for Section 15.